Whoever wanted to play Crash Team Racing Product Placement Edition? Good news! I have just the game for you. Burger King Kart! Back in 2006, Burger King had 3 games made for the Xbox that can also be played on the Xbox 360. For an extra $4, you could add one of these 3 games to your meal. I managed to acquire all 3 games from my local Burger King when I was a kid. And honestly, I wish I didn't. All 3 games were developed by Blitz Games. Yes, the same people who made this game. And just going by these games, you would think they were Phoenix Games incarnate. They're that bad. Now, I'm going to go in order based on which game I got first. So, we'll check out Pocket Bike Racer first, then we'll look at Big Bumpin', and finally we'll wrap up the video with Sneak King. So, without any further ado, let's just jump right into this. Okay, the first thing we see upon booting up the game is this. The king is riding his bike in front of a very obvious green screen. Cute, but I don't want to look at this ever again. Pocket Bike Racer consists of 8 characters, along with the ability to create your own character, or as Burger King likes to say, have it your way. The customization is fucking ass, so I didn't even bother with it. There are 5 race modes: Standard Race, Time Trial, Cone Trial, Battle Royale, and Hardcore mode. There are a total of 5. Yes, 5 tracks. That is fucking inexcusable. The way you pick up items is different. Passing between cones without hitting them fills up this meter. You can use the bumpers to choose what item you want to use. Pressing X will launch that item, and pressing B will give you a boost. And that's about it. Oh, you can completely bypass the last hairpin in the backyard by jumping over this fence. Glad to see this game got the testing it needed. There is a tournament mode that unlocks more bikes once you complete the tournaments, but that's it. Time Trial gives you an achievement for completing a lap on every track in less than a minute and a half, which is piss fucking easy. One of the tracks is literally a fucking Burger King parking lot. Another track is at a construction site. Remember that one level from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2X? This is basically it, except with pocket bikes. Oh, and then there's the final level, which looks like a place SpongeBob would dream of. You can also play other people online via Xbox Live. That implies there is anybody playing this game in 2021. When the game first came out, it received mixed reviews, as did the other 2 games. Sorry, but this game is not worth tracking down on eBay for $5 these days. Pocket Bike Racer gets 3 out of 10. It is a pretty decent game, if you don't have Mario Kart. That's what I put on Google Reviews. Alright, onwards and upwards to game number 2, which is Big Bumpin'. I can't wait. Oh, this title screen really wants you to play the game. Big Bumpin' is a minigame collection in the form of a bumper car carnival. Movement is done entirely with the left stick, with a charge map to the A button. There are 5 game modes: Own the Puck, Last Man Standing, Bumpin' Hockey, Shock Ball, and Power Surge. The minigames are split into 5 attractions, each housing 2 minigames. There's the Broiler, the Deep, Monsoon of Doom, King's Court, and the Icebox. Aside from Bumpin' Hockey and Last Man Standing, none of the minigames are fun, and if you're not having fun playing bumper cars, the developers failed. This is just abysmal. There's also a tournament mode which literally consists of 5 tournaments. You're left with very little to choose from in terms of minigames and characters. Also, the game only runs at 30 FPS. What were Blitz thinking when they were given the IP? Okay, we got 3 games to make based around Burger King. What should we do? Let's make a shitty Mario Kart clone, a broken game of bumper cars, and a boring Metal Gear Solid clone. Brilliant, Tony! You're getting a raise! Wait, that's terrible. Shouldn't we make games that kids and adults alike want to pour hours and hours into? You know, something they'll love playing for the next year or so? Gerald, you're fired! Yeah, I summed it up pretty well in one of my sessions. This is one of the most retarded games I've ever played in my life. Big Bumpin' gets 2 out of 10. If you have friends over and you want to jump in and play a party game, this is a solid option. if you're unfortunate to not have Mario Party or Crash Bash. Alright, we're down to our final game, a Metal Gear Solid clone known as Sneak King. Now, I never played MGS, so let's see how this goes. If this is what Metal Gear Solid has to offer, then I'm not interested. I barely played this game at all growing up, and now that I am, I see why. In this game, you play as the King, who is trying to feed all the hungry hard workers in the area with Burger King, while not getting caught. You can interact with different objects to get to another area or hide. Your goal is to sneak up to somebody who's hungry, then press A. The King will do a really stupid dance before eventually giving them food. This meter shows how exposed you are to everybody else around you. It increases whenever you're in an open area or you make noise. On paper, this sounds like a really cool game. You know, something along the lines of Metal Gear Solid. In practice, we end up with one of the worst video games I have ever played. I played the first area for about 15 minutes, and I honestly didn't want to go any further. There are missions in every area you explore. Oh yeah! There's more than one area. The main problem is that there are way too many missions. Look how many there are on the minimap. It's a mess. I'm honestly struggling to give this game a legitimate score, as it adds nothing to a formula that was already established by another, more popular IP. I don't want to give it a 2, as that would imply it's on the same level as Big Bumpin'. So, we're gonna have to go that low. For the first time since Lion and the King by Phoenix Games, Sneak King gets 1 out of fucking 10. God, this game is awful. Never again do I want to play a game that makes me want to play Shadow the Hedgehog instead. Do you know how impossible that is? Well, that pretty much covers the Burger King trilogy. Leave it to Blitz Games to ruin that franchise as well. I'm obviously kidding. Burger King cut their losses about a month after the games launched. These were just not good. However, they are nice to come back and replay once every year or so. You know, that reminds me. I've got this box right here that's full of once-a-year games that I've been wanting to talk about for quite a while. So, let's see what we got in here. Fairly Odd Parents Break Into Rules. Oh, not another one!
Hi, welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? Whoa!